You should run and train for a marathon. You should do it. Do it. That's what this video is about. Our time in this world is pretty limited, and I think it's important to fill our lives with as much cool stuff as possible. You know, as much stuff that, you know, when death does come knocking, I can say, you know what? I lived a fucking life. And running a marathon could be one of those things. It is for me, certainly. And it's always great to feel like, oh, I did that, but I can do better. And so that's what's driving me to do more. But you can do cool things, 100%. It doesn't have to be a marathon, but it can be. Signing up for a marathon, whether it's a big one like one of the world majors or even just, you know, your local hometown marathon, can be a really nice carrot for accomplishing your goals. You know, if it's losing weight, health in general, if you want to be a really fast runner, it's a good goal to kind of put out there and say, okay, I need to do this. What do I need to do to get that done? And it will help you along the way. When it comes to running a marathon, it's quite specifically an individual endeavor, but the act of training for a marathon can be very community-based. It doesn't have to be, obviously, like I'm literally alone right now. I'm walking, but you know, you can join your local run club. You can go to a running store and sign up for their marathon training group. You can get online. You can make YouTube videos. Meta. You can go on social media and find people that are doing the same thing as you, that are of similar pace, similar stats. You can find people that are have similar goals to you, and you can talk to them, pick their brain, they can pick your brain, you can commiserize together, and it's just, you know, community. I think a lot of people are looking for that, and I think it helps a lot of people to, you know, feel more comfortable in what they're doing, and it just makes it better to accomplish their goals, whatever they are. The last thing that I think training for a marathon has a really profound effect on the people around you, but more specifically, at least for me, my children, is just them seeing you be active. Now, if you like are playing soccer or whatever, you know, hockey, whatever you may be doing, going to the gym, that's great too. But, you know, seeing them, having them see you work hard, emphasize and prioritize your health, and then accomplish a big goal is a really great lesson for them. You know, those two things. It's like, one is prioritizing health, and then two is, you know, setting your mind to something and then accomplishing it and then celebrating it, are really important lessons for kids to learn. In that, like, you know, I'm a millennial, and we got trashed for, you know, we were the generation that everybody got a participation trophy or whatever. But and that's exactly what a marathon medal is a participation trophy. But we're all kind of in our own race. You know, unless you're up at the front, it doesn't really matter. You like, you know, the simple act of completing it is an accomplishment. The simple act of completing high school is an accomplishment. The simple act of completing a bachelor's degree is an accomplishment. The completion is an accomplishment, outside of who had the best grades, who ran it the fastest. You know, those are great things to track too, if you're working hard to do those things. But if you have to work hard just to finish, that's great too. And so those are good lessons for kids to learn, is that yes, you can accomplish these things, and here's the back end, here's what it takes, here's what I put into it to get this result. And if I put X, I get Y, and if I give 2X, I get 2Y. Maybe not necessarily that, but you know what I mean. The harder you work, the more you're going to get out of it, and those things build over time. You work hard, you complete a half marathon, you get a good half marathon time, you keep working hard, you run another one, you get an even better time, you run a full marathon, you keep training, you get an even better time, and you keep building and building, and you get better and better and better. And that just goes across life, and I think that's definitely something I want to teach my children. And so I think this is a pretty clear way of doing that. Yeah, maybe that's a little preachy. Whatever.